Hoping to provide a better future for his family, a Ukrainian man named Mr. Danyliuk leaves his country and everything he's ever known and moves to Ontario, Canada, with his wife and young son Alex. Alex, who struggles to make friends, tries his best to stay out of his parents' way and spends all of his free time on his mother's computer, through which he discovers a new world with free access to any information. Alex hears a news report about a hacker group called Dark Web who had just hacked through government and bank sites and caused chaos. As Alex watches on with fascination, Dark Web's mysterious and revered leader, only known as Zed, comes on TV to proudly take responsibility for the chaos, explains that they will no longer allow corrupt institutions to control their lives, and warns that they will fight back and bring down the system. Mrs. Danyliuk explains that she had just been fired from her job, shows him the letter, and shares that the bank will repossess the house she's worked. Devastated to see his mother like that and determined to help her, Alex excuses himself and rushes to his bedroom to bring the box of cash he's saved up. 2 hours later, just like Alex predicted, Randy takes the bait and attempts to buy the supplements, using his father's credit card, which he hacks. Alex then leaks this to the dark web, and soon a member named Roosevelt reaches out to him. After warning him that he's on his own and that if he ever got caught, Roosevelt agrees to help Alex make money, gives him low-level access, and introduces him to black market trading. In financial trouble, Alex reaches out to Roosevelt, who gives him higher access in the dark web, which allows him to buy credit card numbers and fake IDs, and use them on online shopping sites to buy some goods, which he can sell for pure profit. Having concluded the sale, Cy leaves the shop through the back door, reunites with Alex, surprises him by revealing he had sold the watches for $35,000, and hands him his cut, which leaves Alex speechless. "Hey, it's you?" Impressed by the whole ordeal, Alex quickly befriends Cy and reveals his whole operation. Cy and Alex move into an apartment, from where they run their operation and easily make large sums of profit, half of which Alex sends to his parents. Alex decides that school is not for him, abandons the dream he spent his whole life working towards, and instead vows to help the dark web's cause any way he can. A couple of weeks later, Alex finds the International Bank of Canada listed in the dark web for him, and decides to use the chance to hack into their system, create a breach big enough to cause chaos, and make them pay for what they did to his mother. Satisfied to see that everything is worked out as he planned, Alex proceeds to leave smiling to himself, but is soon apprehended and taken to meet the head of security, who accuses him of cyberterrorism and threatens to report him to the police. Dark web members, including Zed, become especially impressed by Alex's courage to go into the bank and hack it, while most usually do it remotely. Then, as Alex's fame rises in dark web, a girl named Kira contacts him and, pressured by Cy, DSG'd. To Alex's surprise, Kira recites one of Zed's quotes and shares that, unlike other people who only care about the financial gain, she also cares about making a statement that punishes the corrupt systems. Within a few weeks, Kira completely upgrades Cy and Alex's operation and exponentially increases their profit. Hence, the trio shifts from online to real carding and starts going to shops. Where are we going to go? How about Hong Kong? The trio then packs up their stuff and flies to Hong Kong, and after enjoying themselves for a few days, prepares to set up their operation. As months go by, despite their enormous success and incredible profits, Alex starts questioning everything. I don't know, we gotta do something that's big so it'll hurt. It's not like we're sending anyone a message or hurting the system, we're just making money. The next morning, in their hotel room, Kira shares her new idea to rob ATMs around the city and explains that such a bold move will create chaos, will shine a bad light on the banking system and the government, while also getting Zed's attention. In the next couple of days, the duo goes around the city, robbing ATMs for a total of $2.3 million, and leaves the dark web's calling card as a way of claiming his moments later. Just as hoped, Alex receives a message from Zed, who congratulates him for his feat, and, dismissing Kira's warning, convinces him to meet them. Alex finds a voicemail from Cy, who profusely apologizes for everything, promises to make it up to both his partners, and adds that he will do anything to get a chance to work with them again and repair their friendship. However, they are devastated to find Cy's lifeless and bloodied body in the bathtub, realize that the owner of the stolen Colombian credit card had traced Cy's latest purchase on his card and sent his men to get his revenge, and freak out. Call the cops, call back, they can't. Despite being shaken up, Alex and Kira follow Zed's lead, and prepare to launch their plan to crash the stock market and cause mayhem. Just as planned, Zed's men assassinate the chairman of the Federal Reserve on his way to his office in broad daylight. Meanwhile, from their office, Alex and the team publish pre-written articles of the assassination, so it will be reported before the market closes, which creates sheer panic and mayhem around the world, shakes the market, and earns Zed millions of dollars. Zed then sends 20% of his profit to Alex and divides the rest. However, in an unexpected turn of events, unbeknownst to Zed, Alex, and the team, the assassination is revealed to be a staged operation with an imposter posing as the chairman. Who could have done this? Elsewhere, as his team finish their tasks and proceed to leave, just as the duo gets to their car, they are ambushed and kidnapped. Then, Alex is taken to an abandoned office. He's given an injection that knocks him out. A few hours later, Alex wakes up, is surprised to learn that he's alone, but to find out what's going on, Alex goes to an internet cafe, uses his credit card, goes online to check if Kira had sent him a message on the dark web, but is shocked to learn that it's been seized by the U.S. Department of Justice. The notorious computer hacker Zed has been taken into custody for trading, tax evasion, and terrorism. Kira Whittle. While Alex tries to process this and tries to figure out how their perfect plan, Alex is then arrested and sent to prison. Also recognizes that despite his best intentions that were aimed at changing the world for the better, he had ruined numerous lives and had caused the deaths of those he loved, which he deeply regrets. Then, after 2 years, Alex is released from prison, relieved that this chapter is already behind him. Alex walks out of the prison, takes a moment to breathe in the fresh air of freedom, but is soon surprised to see Kira waiting for him. Stunned and almost doubting his eyes, Alex approaches Kira, greets her, and asks her what's going on. Kira then explains that as soon as the whole operation was concluded, she tracked him using his fake passport, discovered that he was in prison, and has been trying to get him released ever since. While Alex remains speechless, Kira apologizes for everything. She then assures him that the whole operation was about Zed and bringing down dark web. She then adds that the authorities are no longer interested in them, gives him his real Canadian passport, and offers to take him home. Grateful to get the chance to leave the criminal world behind for good and start over, Alex joins Kira in her car, and the duo drives to the airport where Alex uses his real name for the first time in years and gets a flight to Canada.